Good morning, peeps. It's Friday, June something, maybe the 26th, 25th? I don't actually know. But it is Friday, and I am off to work, and I wanted to do a little check-in with you guys about my detox that I did. Sorry, I tweaked my shoulder this morning, and oh, the pain. I'm not actually sure how I'm gonna get through the workday, but I threw some Advil in and hoped for the best. Anyhow, so what I did for my detox, I'm using that term very loosely. Basically, I just realized that I was consuming way too much processed food, way too much artificial sweeteners. That was a big one for me because every morning in my coffee I had sugar-free syrup, and not an insignificant amount. And I believe those are sweetened with Splenda, which I don't even like anyways, but I can't find a stevia sweetened coffee syrup, which would be perfect for me. Anyhow, I was having way too much of that, probably a little too much caffeine, but mostly it was the processed foods and the artificial sugars. So I wanted to just take a couple days and get back to basics. I did mostly smoothies with some fresh pressed juices that I made at home. I did have a mug of chicken broth at one point, just to kind of tide me over. And then I did that for 5 meals roughly. And then I did have my quinoa taco bake on Wednesday night after work. And the reason I did this was because my digestion was really messed up. Now come to think, I think I had a stomach bug on top of everything. And what I was eating was not helping me heal from that. So yeah, I think that's what was going on. I do feel much better. I did have a little bit of coffee yesterday, and I tried making it just with cashew milk and stevia, and it was okay. But I like the flavors of the coffee syrups, so I need to figure something out for that. See if I can maybe make my own. I don't know, but I mean, realistically, it would be better if I just didn't have it at all. I know this, but anyhow, I'm feeling really good from that, and I am not eating as much processed food, if any. I mean, bread, because I just don't have the time or energy to make bread and make, the low-calorie bread. And realistically, I think the low-calorie bread is just low-calorie because it's real thin. So, I mean, I guess I could cut really thin slices. I don't know. But I've had bread, and that's the only thing I can think of I've had that's processed. I haven't been eating my breakfast sandwiches, which, I love. I guess I did have one piece of turkey sausage yesterday, but I did not have it today. So I'm just kind of trying to be chill with my body and not. There's a saying I heard, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And all the foods that I were eating were quote unquote Weight Watchers friendly, and that's because really all foods are Weight Watchers friendly. You can make all foods fit into the Smart Points program. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. I don't know a better way to put that. I think I heard that from the Mucho Mama. I'm fairly certain. And you know what? I'm really, really bad about that. You know, like, you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, that, like, I will go get french fries because I've got, like, 20 extra points for the day. But, like, just because I can have french fries, should I have the french fries? No, I shouldn't. Should I have something else, you know, instead of that, if I'm actually hungry? Absolutely. I mean, I struggle really hard with nutrition in general because I don't know very much about it, and I want to know more, but I don't know where to start. And I don't want to call it a personality flaw, but it definitely stems from my anxiety, of the way that my anxiety presents itself, and I get very overwhelmed at certain things, and then I just, like, shut down and I can't do it. And usually at some point I'm able to, like, get past it, but it sometimes can take a really long time. And I don't know if I have, like, this fear of failure or what. I mean, I think everybody has kind of a fear of failure to some degree. But I need to figure out how to deal with this a little better and faster. That's just on me. In any event, I just wanted to fill you guys in on how that went and how I'm doing now. At this point, I think I am maybe down like 0.2 from Wednesday, something like that. I'm either down or up 0.2, I think. I don't really know. But not enough to, like, write home about. But I'm happy with how that short little detox helped kind of reboot my brain, and I've been doing much better about, like, not having, here's another Mucho Mama saying, BLTs, bites, licks, and tastes, because I'm very bad about that. I definitely was, like, more aware, because I still had to make food for my family while I was doing this, so I was more aware while I was doing that, while I was doing this detox, what I was doing as far as the bites, licks, and tastes. And yeah, I feel like I've made some good changes this week, and I feel really positive, and I feel pretty motivated, and I've been seriously considering trying to do the Couch to 5K program, but it scares me, so, you know, there's that. I have really bad knees, and I could make up 1,000 excuses, but I have always wanted to be a runner. Like, all my life, I've always wanted to be a runner, and I did run for a little while when I was young, like, you know, 14. I just have always wanted to, like, go out for a run, but, like, my body just isn't conducive to that. So I'm toying with that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it or not. We'll see. I mean, I will do it. I will do it. I just don't know if I'm gonna do it right now, especially because, like, it's 100 degrees here right now. So there's that. I would have to do it, like, early in the morning. And my son is horribly sick right now. I almost didn't even come to work because of how sick he is. But he's in good hands with his daddy. So there's just a lot going on right now. Again, see, look at me. Let me just make up all the the excuses. I'm going to make a plan to try to get this ish together and start doing this program. You heard it here. And I'll try to document the whole thing. Hold me accountable, peeps. Anyways, I've babbled on. My shoulder's killing me. And it's really hard to drive on the freeway when you can't turn your head. So, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you're having a wonderful week and you have a super spectacular, super on point weekend. I'll talk to you guys next week.